The Haunted Pavilion Part 2. The next morning the villagers would rush to the pavilion to see if the scholar had survived the night, were aghast to see him seated on the veranda with a calm composure and strumming his lute. As they gathered around him, bombarding him with questions, the scholar held up his hand for silence. "Patience. Soon all will be revealed." He smiled, and then rising added, "Follow me. I shall venture to remove the curse from this building." He quickly went back inside the pavilion with many of the villagers trailing him. He fetched his sword, unsheathed it, then, turning, signaled for them to stay back. Advancing swiftly, he pulled aside a rotting screen in the corner of the room. Many gasped as they witnessed a gigantic black scorpion behind it, poised to strike. With one sweep of his sword, the scholar split the creature from head to tail. The two parts collapsed lifeless to the floor. There was a hissing sound, then a black coils of smoke rising from the ashes. It all simply evaporated into thin air. Not in the least bit perturbed, he next asked the villagers where they had kept a black pig. "In the house north of the pavilion," those finding their voice answered, and then showed them the place. Indeed, exactly where they had directed the scholar, he soon discovered a huge black pig. He looked up, his eyes glinting with demonic fury. Being daylight, however, the possessed pig's powers were greatly diminished. Before it could strike, the scholar wielded his sword and struck a deadly blow, dropping the pig stone dead at his feet. "Now, where do you keep a large red rooster?" Facing the quivering crowd, he asked. "In a shed to the west of the pavilion," some brave souls answered, and pointed at the direction of the place. Sure enough, there was an enormous red cockerel there, with huge red comb and long, sharp talons. Once more, with another swift strike of the blade, the scholar decapitated the demon disguised as the bird. He too lay dead at scholar's feet. Later, at a feast given in honor of the hero, the scholar graciously explained to the bewildered villagers how he had discovered the identity of the demons. And so, from that day on, with the demons vanquished, no harm ever came to anyone wanting respite at the pavilion south of Anyang. The end.